Welcome to the Els van Laken Breakthrough Podcast.
This morning I was having a conversation. I was having a meeting with a very big company on which I'm invited to come to their yearly top 40 meeting in November. And again, sometimes I get a little bit surprised how things that are for me during the years simple or clear, and then I see these directors being so excited, saying, "Wow, this is going to be amazing! Wow, people are going to be excited!" And I remember that my copywriter always says to me, things that you take for granted. Please do not do that, and explain to the people what you take for granted. So that's what I'm going to do now. So this morning I was talking about trust for the leaders of the future. And for me, trust, or for the experience that I had now coaching over 7,500 people, is that trust only can happen when there's first enough safety, and second, there's enough appraisal, praising each other. And for me, in that sense, you can really come back always to our basic rule, which we would shout out to the whole world. It's to say, I'm okay, you're okay. To come to that connection together, to come to that adult way of interacting. And then we can look at one another and say, you're okay, I'm okay, and we can interact as two adults. The only thing is that mostly when we have like a kind of relationship with someone and we find her or him irritating, we mostly look at the points which we don't like about that person. Most of the times even, it's not about that person. Most of the times it's a projection on that person of something that happened to you in the past. And you don't have to really go and search so far. Mostly it's your mother or your father, your grandma or your grandpa, or maybe, a colleague or a boss or someone who has had a certain influence in your life. And then we project that on that person, which is in that relationship at that moment with you, which has nothing to do with that person. So that's always interesting, is this really of this relationship, or am I projecting something from someone in the past? For example, imagine that you have some difficulties with having dominant people around you. And imagine that your father was dominant. You don't have to search so far. You are projecting something of your father still on that person. So you'll have to clean up that part which is still linked with your father. Having said that, so I was just talking with them about praising, that this is the essence of building trust. That if you would compare trust with a tree, then a tree can really flourish and be beautiful and have many leaves. But it can only happen when the carrots, I think you said no, not carrots. When the roots of the tree are going deep enough in the ground and can have enough nourishment. If there's not enough nourishment, then the roots cannot grow and become strong, and through which the tree can get strong. So for me, what I've learned with coaching so many business people is that it always happens when there's first of all safety and second of all enough appraisal. Which means what? What is appraisal? Is really acknowledging what you like within yourself. So first we talk about praising yourself, and on the other side, what do you like about the other person? And being so clear about what you like about that other person. I was I would put it on a reel also on Instagram. Like, I like a lot the fact that my children, they are courageous and they are adventurous and they're dare to do things that many children do not dare yet on their age. And I like that part about them because I'm also a daring devil. So you probably also like some elements of people around you, but you mostly don't say it directly to them. You mostly say it, in the hallway. When you're talking to another colleague or you're talking to another entrepreneur and say, hey, I like this person because of this or that. And what if we could say it a little bit more towards the person, to the person himself, herself, instead of doing it with a turnaround. That could have an enormous impact, a catalysator impact on the trust you have together with that person. So we'll be working half a day concerning appraisal, and then we will work also when there's enough appraisal. Then you can work on other elements, being feed forward, being thinking in solutions instead of problems. So I don't work with feedback, I work with feed forward. And that's why is that? Because feedback is oriented to the past and also puts people into this area of not being okay, because you just feel, like when someone says, I'm going to give you some feedback, you're like, oh my God, should I now start? Your reptile brain starts acting, or should I now run away? Should I hide? Should I maybe fight back? Instead, we work with feed forward, which is oriented to the solution, to the growth of someone, to the future, not to the past. So we'll also be talking about that so that we can have many opportunities to grow from a good foundation, from the good roots that have been established through appraisal. So, little invitation for you. What if you could make a list of starting already with 10 elements that you like about yourself, and to say them out loud to yourself many times, every day? And second of all, you can just already look and say and express to, let's say, 5 people, one element you really like about them and why you like it. And just check what happens with the confidence within yourself and the trust in relationship with the other. Good luck, and let me know what the effect is.
Thanks for your presence. Check out more inspiration on elsvanlaken.com, and let's spread the positive energy together by sharing this podcast with your friends, family, and business partners. Do you want to contact us personally? That's possible. Just send us a mail on hello@elsvanlaken.com and we answer all mails personally. Talk to you soon.